What goes on, people? Welcome to Dead Night, and today we're going to be reviewing the Cyberfrog Wave 1, the electric blue variant. I do have the entire wave ordered, but this is the first one to come. And of course, since I pre-ordered it, I got this special fried chicken box, which has an extra hand holding a fried chicken, and maybe the bucket's in there too. I'm not actually sure. Maybe there's a bucket in the bucket. But just a cool little thing from the comics. They're equivalent to KFC, I guess. If you don't know about these were actually part of a crowdfunding campaign by Ethan Van Sciver, who's the creator of Cyberfrog. And it originally was a crowdfunding only thing, but I've since seen them on Big Bad Toy Store up for pre-order, and maybe a few other places. I haven't really looked, but from what I can tell from the package, I mean, even just this package is pretty damn deluxe. This is way better than anything we get from Hasbro or Mattel. It's almost too pretty to open. And you know, anyone who watches my channel knows I'm not like that. I don't really care usually, but this is a very nice package. You can see the whole set there. Including this one, there's 5 different variations of Cyberfrog. The classic look from the 90s, one clean and one with some kind of greenish blood on it. Modern Cyberfrog, clean and bloodied up. Electric blue, which is the one I have in my hand, and then 3 different variations of Heather Swain, just depending on the clothing. Oh, and then, of course, the Vespas. One is, I think, called a Forager, and one's a Soldier. I don't really remember which is which. But I only have one of them coming because I ordered it as a wave. So maybe I'll get the one I don't have separately. Not really sure there, but see a quick write-up on him. Blood Rage, that's what he's called. Blood Rage variant. But so I don't know how well it's going to show up in the camera. This is even like really thick cardstock too. It's just a very good packaging. I don't know where he went, to get these made. That's just to hold up the box, but definitely is a labor of love. And you can actually see everything through this packaging. It's got a base back there, different heads, arm cannon, and then of course swappable hands themselves. And then the only problem I see is the hand holding the chicken is his regular variation. So this will have to wait till I get the regular Cyberfrog to be useful, I guess. But that is a-okay. So, with that said, let's unfortunately get this guy out of the box. And here we got him all out of the box. You can see he's weighted very well. He surely does not need a stand with those feet, but I think the stand is more for like dynamic kind of action poses. So the extra little thing did have a bucket within the bucket, and a very nice optional hand with him holding the fried chicken. Of course, like I said, it's made for the regular figure, so that'll just go to the side for now until I get those. Nice little arm cannon attachment, and most likely what I'm going to be using, because that's fucking cool. Got some alternate face plates. So I guess on him, it's just a regular serious face. Got kind of a more aggressive face, and then mid-battle kind of face with a stinger right through his head. Kind of neat. Blood splatter and everything. I like it. And then his normal hands are just kind of like open. Got a fist for both sides. And then kind of an alternate version of the grip hand. Very nice. His stand, of course, if I didn't mention it, kind of has that honeycomb design from the villains, the Vespas. I don't know how to say it correctly. But let's take a look at the actual figure. It's got a lot of articulation. Double jointed elbows and knees. I think, individual toe articulation. Not in the hands, but that's fine. The toe articulation is a neat concept. Of course, he's got the abdominal crunch and the normal articulation in the hip. And does he have shoulder? Yep, shoulder articulation. Very limited in the head. It does have some. It's very limited though. It's fine. He's kind of a bulky dude. And I do love like all the extra design here when he's in his electric blue form like that. And I like the blue, I gotta say. The kind of like electric blue and this green look very good together. I like how some of the stuff stayed green, even when he's in this form. And I can't really wait to get to the rest of them, because I want to see how they compare to each other, just like having them all side by side. Not really sure what goes back there. Unless something on the stand comes out, I don't know. Peg hole for something. Figure that out later. But let's get you. Overall, very beautiful figure. I honestly think this blows mostly everything out of the water that we get from Hasbro and Mattel and the like. Just shows what a little actual love and caring for the property does for stuff like this. So, I think it's safe to say he is going to be an exception, and he will be an action figure that makes it into the showcase. So, with that said, you know where we're going. Quick cut. Unfortunately, this is a brutally honest part of the review. I say that because this is an independent toy maker, and you really don't want to knock them down, but the hands did come off fairly easily. They felt very solid and secure. The paint. Oh wait. The paint does immediately come off the pegs when you remove them, which isn't a big deal, of course, because they'll be hidden inside once you reattach them. Like I said, both hands did come off fairly easily, and I didn't feel like the pegs were breaking when I pulled them off. They weren't that thin. They were just like perfect. The hands were anyway. But trying to put the cannon in, I didn't even like fully push on it to make it click, and the peg snapped inside the arm. So now I have a cannon I can't really use unless I pose it a certain way. And it's gonna have to stay on that arm because I can't get another hand in there unless I, try and drill out that little bit. So, not positive on what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna try and pose it so it's not as obvious, but just a quick cut on a unfortunately honest part I have to say in this review. I will email Ethan about that, see if, I don't know. I guess a new figure? I don't really know what the protocol here is. It's really unfortunate. I love this figure otherwise, but let's cut back to the showcase. So, just as a cut within a cut, I guess we'll call it. I'm at work. I just got an email, and they are replacing the figure for free. So, shitty that it happened, but they made good. So, take that for what it is. That's let's cut to the showcase. And here we go in the showcase, kind of shoved between the Masterverse and Kingdom Hearts stuff here. I don't really have a Cyberfrog area, although I do have one of my first Cyberfrog things up there, so I'm going to do a lot of reorganizing the showcase soon. But with that said, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those YouTube things, and as always, keep collecting. Bye.